This is a Bissell Powerglide lift off for pet. And you can lift the whole mechanism off here. See here? And you can do your stairs with it. Oh, I got the cord over right there. So you can take it and do your stairs with it. And it plugs in right there for your brush bar. So there's two motors. There's one in here, plus there's one at the brush bar. And we'll start it up. There could be more suction, but that could be just a filter. And when you bend it down like this, the brush bar is supposed to work. And there's the switch. The brush bar is not working. That's probably why they threw it out. So, got to bring it up on the bench, and we'll actually check and see if this switch is working. And if not, the only way to activate it is when you go like this, is when the brush bar activates to go on. So it could be the switch that's down in here somewhere underneath, or it could be the actual motor in here. But in any case, we got to open that up, the brush bar, and check it out. The first place we'll have to check is right here for power to the brush bar. And a normal plug won't fit. See, it's too big. So I will have to get my tester and turn on the vacuum and turn on the switch. And if there's power here going to the brush bar, then the problem's further on down the line. Got the tester and the two plugs, and I'll turn it on, see what happens, and have a look at the tester. So there is power going to it. Let's try the switch part of the Okay, I'm flicking the switch on and off. Look at the meter jumping high and low. Good, it's working. Turn that on. Now, if you don't have a tester, I'll show you a different way you can check this. What you need is a piece of wire and an appliance, so a house appliance. Okay, let me strip the wires. See, I got an old coffee pot that at least the time is blinking, so I'm going to show you. Got my piece of wire, one on each side. Now be very careful when you're doing this not to electrocute yourself. And if you want, you can tape the end here if you wish. Just put it in there like that. Oh, make sure you don't touch them two together though. Just like that. You could tape it if you want. Now let's turn it on and let's see if that flashes. Something's not making connection. Okay, there. Try that. When it's on, don't touch nothing here, because you'll definitely get a shock. And like I said, if you want to tape here, go ahead, tape it. But anyway, that's how you check it, the appliance. So we know that this part is good. So we got to look further on down the vacuum for a problem. So we know that there's power going into the plug, so now we got to take this apart and do some checking down in there. Because it's definitely not the switch on top, and it's getting power. So let's take this brush bar apart. I'm going to start taking all these screws out. And then we'll see where we're at. I got the first plate off. Now I'm at the brush bar. I can take the brush bar off. There's a lot of hair on that thing. Take the belt off. There's the brush bar. Now I gotta get inside here, which there's a whole bunch of more screws. There's a couple screws down in there. I know there's a certain amount of screws you can take off, and then this piece will come off, but I'm not certain which ones they are yet. So I'll just dismantle the whole thing along with the back ones. I gotta get to the switch anyway, which is somewhere in here. Okay, I took off all the screws that I could actually see. Now, let's see if this thing's gonna lift off here. There. See, it probably held all these here. So anyway, we're finally at the part we come to see. Okay, this is the connection for power, and comes in here, and the black one comes out straight to the motor, and the white one goes through this little switch here, the tilt switch. And when your machine is up, it disactivates it. When it's down, you see when it comes down, it disactivates it, and when you tilt the machine back ready to vacuum, it opens up to let the power through. These screws are different size. This long one is from the first one, and this one here is from this one here, from that one. Total of 6 screws for the motor. 4 long, 2 short. Now the motor should just come out just like that. There's the motor. So now we got to splice in here, and we'll check and see if there's power. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll hook up the meter in there. And this power will be 110 also. Okay, so you can see the meter. Well, I guess you can't see it, the reflection there. Let's see if I can put the meter right. Okay. Okay, with the vacuum on, the meter should go up. Okay, we'll turn the machine on. Turn the switch on. Nothing's happening there. Oh. There's definitely no power going through there. There's definitely no power through those lines. Now, we'll see where the problem is. Okay. Right there. Could that be the problem? Right there. It looks like the coating is frayed right there. Here, I'll let you have a better look at it when you take that off the stand. Could the wires be separated right in there? That's where the kink is when you lower and raise up the machine. The wire feels brittle in there too. Right in there. We'll have to check that because there's definitely no power running past that into here. Now I'm going to show you another way to hot wire this. But your top definitely has to be off with no connection there. You don't want no power coming. So I got to take this part off. Okay, once again, take your canister off because you don't want this power pushing back. Now we're going to try to hot wire it. Just touch the two wires here and there. And we'll see if the motor spins. And this is going to bypass that switch. So it is working. So the problem is right there. Not getting power from the top. Okay, this is live, so I better unplug this real quick. I don't want to get shocked. Okay, here, I'll unplug it. Okay, that's better now. I unplugged it. See the bare wires? That's why there's no power to the brush bar. The bending of the machine. Right there. So now I gotta get into the case and put a new wire. And even if you redo this and solder it up, it'll still bust again because this is exactly where it bends. So a new piece of wire has to be put in there. And right now it's not flexible anymore. So that's what I'm doing. I just gotta get that hose out of there. Okay, the piece is off. To get at that wire, I gotta start taking all the screws off, and they're all the way up. To take this apart to get at the wiring. Got all the screws going all the way up off. I can see the wire in there. See it right here? This just slides upwards to get it off because the two pieces have to come apart here. See, it's opening up more now. Well, I got the handle off. Yeah, that should be enough room to work. So there's the cord. There I have to resolder some wire. And this wire here, I'll leave a lot. I'll put a lot of wire on. I'll put it like way, and then I can just cut it off where I need it. The vacuum, I like to bring it outside and use the garden hose on it, and use air to blow out the motors. But that'll have to wait until a little bit nicer weather. I don't want to blow out the motor and stuff in the garage, get all dust everywhere.